Hello there, very good evening to you. I'm going to apologise right now if I get a little excited. I love this show. I just love this show. We team up with World Choice TV, World Choice Holidays, and we are going to, tonight, not give you 6, but 7 options. Here's the great thing about this. Tonight, World Choice are giving us all-inclusive holidays. I'll go through more details as we go throughout the show. Now, they work with a lot of big brands. World Choice are all over the country. They've got stores all over the place. But if you're saying, who do they work with? Well, you can see British Airways, Emirates, Cosmos, Thompson, all the big boys, Virgin Holidays, Thomas Cook. You know, these are big boys. Here's the nice thing about it, and I really want to get this across to you right now. Don't just think of this as a package holiday. They will tailor it to suit your needs. So we're basically going to give you the skeleton of your holiday. We're going to include everything for you, and I'll clarify what that means in a moment. But if you're thinking, well, can I go from a local airport, or can I do this, can I do that, call the guys and just chat to them. They're all experts. Everyone that you're going to talk to are experts. Now, tonight they're going to stay open for you until 10 o'clock this evening, and it will literally be a phone call away. So if you feel that there's something I don't cover, if you feel there's something that Karen didn't answer, you meet Karen in the moment, then just call the guys. Let me cover what all-inclusive means, because that might be the first question that you've got. As you can see, it is your flights, it is all your meals. We're talking all your meals, and many of these hotels will have 24-hour snack bars. We'll tell you about that too. It includes your luggage, which is brilliant. Of course, it includes your accommodation. It includes your transfers, and it even includes your drinks. You could literally go on these holidays and not have to pay any more money. How brilliant is that? Go on a holiday like this and know you haven't got to spend any more money. Now, let's take the opportunity just to tease you with the trips that we've got lined up for you tonight. You've really got an opportunity to go anywhere around the world. It's an amazing opportunity. Turkey, come on, great opportunity. You can go to Turkey for 7 nights, all-inclusive, £399. Kos, Greece, one of my favourite islands. I absolutely love it. £379, all-inclusive. Come on, Egypt and Cuba. What a great choice. You know, how do you decide? Egypt, the pyramids, everything you could ever want from £369. Cuba, please note, 14 nights for £799. Come on, try getting a flight for that sort of money. This is all-inclusive for 2 weeks for £799, and that's why you should stay tuned. There's a couple of other ones I want to mention too. Italy, one of my favourite countries on the entire planet. And don't forget, if you're new to the holiday shows, I've travelled for 18 years. I've been to many of these places. Italy from £459, and Croatia, just across the Adriatic Sea from Italy, £479. Now, if you are saying, I've seen World Choice, or I've seen some of your shows, why should I book with these guys? Well, I showed you the big brands that they work with, but please bear in mind that you've got 100% financial protection. That's really important. Your money is safe with these guys. 37 years experience, award-winning agent, and that holiday deal plus, it means it's a great holiday deal, but then you've got all the extras. There is more, and there is more. Now, it's really easy to stay in touch with them. You don't do it through Ideal World. You can go direct now. And, of course, you've got the opportunity to go to Facebook. That's facebook.com/World Choice TV. You've also got the opportunity to go through Twitter, which is the @ World Choice TV, and YouTube. I'm a big fan of YouTube when it comes to holidays. Why? Because you want to see the hotel. You want to see the ports of call. You want to know where you're going, and you've got the opportunity to do that with their TV channel, or their YouTube channel. And, in fact, some of the TV shows that you're watching right now are often recorded and put onto the YouTube clips as well. And that's the beauty of it. So what I want you to do is sit back tonight, get a pen handy or a pencil handy, get ready to write that phone number down, any questions that run through your mind, and ask the team. In fact, before we go anywhere else, let's talk to the call centre. I believe we've got Si on the phone. Si, you often see Si here in the studio. Si, are you there?
Hi, Paul. How you doing?
Hi, great. How are you doing this evening?
Oh, we're busy already. I think these shows are just getting busier and busier.
Well, that's great.
It's a really good lineup tonight. I know. I don't know how they're coming in, but they're great lineup, isn't it?
Brilliant. And have you got any choices? Maybe a hot pick for yourself? What do you think is going to be the hottest choice tonight?
Do you know what? I put these deals around the office over the last couple of days, and I've asked the team to pick. So which one do you pick? And there's no clear winner tonight for the show. We've got good all-inclusive Cuba, lowest price value on the show at $799. I mean, that's the lowest price value we've had on the show. You know, that is a steal. It's a no-brainer to do that. We've got some new additions to the show, like the Italy and the Croatia. So we're getting a little bit of difference. Then we brought back some bestsellers. So I can't call it tonight, Paul, to be honest.
Oh, we've caught you out. Well, we're going to see.
You've caught me out for once in my life.
I believe that you and the team are going to be available until 10 o'clock this evening. That's
right. We're all ready and raring to go. So we're busy already. So keep trying if you can't get through, or visit the website, or visit one of our World Choice stores.
Great. Hey, great talking to you. Really appreciate you calling in, Si.
No worries. We'll keep you updated.
Thank you. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Cheers, Paul. Bye.
Let's just remind everyone at home that these are all-inclusive. It doesn't matter which holiday you're looking at. They are all-inclusive. And that's your flights, your meals, your luggage, your accommodation, your transfers and your drinks. You really wouldn't have to spend another penny. Now, I'm going to tell you that I'm not our expert this evening. We're very lucky to have Karen with us. Karen, let me introduce you to Karen right now. Let's find out a little bit about yourself, first of all.
Okay.
Why should people listen to you and trust you?
Well, I've been in the travel industry over 30 years,
Brilliant.
so I've got a lot of knowledge, a lot of experience on what people like to do on holiday. I think the benefit, certainly, of booking with World Choice, as you've already mentioned, is the fact that we do fully protect our customers' money, which is really important.
How do you do that? Do you belong to any bodies? Or?
Well, we are part of the Travel Network Group, so basically all the money is secure in there. So
Brilliant.
in the event of anything going wrong with a holiday company, our customers are fully insured, as it were, to get their money back or rebook.
Is it like ABTA, ATOL, those sorts of things,
yeah,
aren't they called?
We're an ABTA ATOL, yes, so
Perfect.
we cover them for that. So everything is covered in the event of a fault of an airline, the hotel is covered in their transfer. And as you were saying before, these are package holidays as well, so they are catered for with everything. Transfers are included, resort reps in most cases. So
you've even got reps at the hotels.
In most of the
That's
cases,
fantastic.
yes, we have, yeah.
Well, I want to start with Turkey because it's one of my favourite places on the planet. I know Marmaris very well. I was actually dating my wife. We were working on cruise ships at the time. We used to go to Marmaris every week. Let's take an opportunity to see Turkey for those of you that don't know it. What are we looking at?
Oh, this is a beautiful hotel. This is a 5-star hotel, the ideal prime hotel in the beautiful resort, as you said, of Marmaris.
Yeah.
Now, just a point on this one, we've actually got 9 airports of departure on this one.
Oh, brilliant.
We've got Gatwick, Birmingham, Manchester, Bristol, Newcastle, so Cardiff as well, East Midlands. So if you think actually it's not going to be available from my airport, just pick up the phone because the chances are it is. And we've actually got free lounge on this holiday as well, so you're getting a free lounge before you even take off on your flight.
Somebody told me that tonight every holiday we offer is going to include a free airport lounge.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, which is a really, really nice start to your holiday.
Crazy,
you know, you have a drink, read a paper and what have you. But lots of dates on this as well as lots of airports of departure. And I think it's a 5-star hotel, so what you would expect in a 5-star, you do actually get. And one of the TripAdvisor ratings, a customer's actually said that this hotel delivers. So really good reports on that.
Wow.
First impressions of the hotel, it's got a beautiful marble entrance reception area, so it looks fantastic from the beginning. Fantastic swimming pools here, lots of areas for sun loungers, free towels as well, so you know we're always worried about what our luggage allowance is. We don't really need to worry about it on this one because we're going to get free towels at the pool anyway, which is a good start.
I mean, you just got to see a little hint of Marmaris there. Again, I used to go there. You saw a cruise ship, you saw the Zenith sitting there in the port. That's just one of many ships that you're likely to see going in and out. If you're not sure where it is in Turkey, it's quite a way down the coast. In fact, it's opposite Rhodes, the Greek island of Rhodes, and it's in a gorgeous bay, so you know that the water's always very, very calm, and it's in an area that they call the turquoise coast. Let's take a moment to have a look at the hotel itself.
I mean, this hotel boasts its own beach, a jetty. It's got really nice areas you can wander around. And actually, there's quite a lot going on here if you wanted a lot going on, or you can also just take the opportunity to chill. It's got its own spa as well, which we're all busy, aren't we? It's nice to have a bit of a treatment there and treat yourself. You've got nothing else to spend your money on because you're all inclusive. So it really is a great location.
It's an impressive looking hotel,
It is an
isn't
impressive
it?
looking hotel.
Wow.
It's also good for wheelchair access as well here, which is good to know. Lots of places to eat here. You can really treat yourself. We've got buffets, international, Asian cuisine, a la carte.
Wow.
It's good. I was laughing at this when I saw it actually. It's got a lobby bar which is 24 hours.
Oh.
So this really is a
Even though it's all inclusive.
Yeah, 24-hour all inclusive. And the one that I kind of liked was the pool bar because I think it's nice to have a drink at the pool and stuff like that.
Cocktail I'll be going for.
Yeah, cocktails.
There you go, there's a cocktail.
Yeah, there's a cocktail, that's your choice. So it's a really great hotel. Lots of activities going on. Turkish baths, there's a gym, aerobics. So you can certainly do as much or as little as you wanted to.
Yeah, again, I'm going to tell you to go on this trip. If you've never been to Turkey, or if you've been to other parts of Turkey, please consider it, because Marmaris is absolutely gorgeous. That price, £399, is all inclusive, and you can see from these photographs, this is a 5-star resort. Bear in mind, this is all your luggage, this is your transfers, this is your plane, this is your food, this is your drinks. There are 2 pools, there are water slides here, there's a spa centre, there's even a Turkish bath. So you say, well, I'm in Turkey, you need a Turkish bath, you get one of those there. They do shows, there's activities during the day from the, what they call animation staff, and there's even Turkish nights. So if you really want to get a flavour for Turkey, and it's your first time there, you'll get the opportunity to do all of that at the hotel. Now, £399 is for 1 week. If you decide to go for a second week, I believe it's only £199, is that right?
Yeah, it's absolutely fantastic value.
So for half that price. That's, come on, we're talking £600 for 2 weeks. What would that be per night? That's crazy money. If you're thinking, I might do this, it's a phone call away. Now, it's not our usual number. It's 0800 3164 379. That's the number to call. Now, I've got a really great idea for you here. We're going to take the opportunity to talk to somebody. Her name's Frances, has actually been to Marmaris. Frances, are you there right now?
Hi, I'm here.
Hi.
How are you?
Frances, thanks for calling. I really appreciate that. Can you tell us why did you decide to go to Turkey?
Well, I've been to Turkey a few times before, but I hadn't been to Marmaris, so I thought I'd give it a go. And, yeah, it's absolutely fantastic.
What did you think of Marmaris?
Oh, it's absolutely lovely. I mean, it's a beautiful beach there. There's a marina. There's nice nightlife, restaurants. There's markets there. It's just really lovely, and the weather is absolutely perfect.
Yeah.
It was wonderful.
And what did you think about it being all-inclusive?
Oh, that was absolutely... Well, it said what it did, what it does on the tin, really. It was absolutely fantastic. There's everything there that you could want, anything, you know, from drinks to just about anything. It was absolutely perfect, wonderful. And
I've got one more question for you. I wanted to know why you'd recommend booking through World Choice for anyone else.
Well, you know, I'd never been on an all-inclusive holiday before, and actually, like I said, it just did everything it said on the tin. It was wonderful, and I would definitely recommend it. Absolutely.
Hey, I really appreciate you calling in. It's lovely to actually talk to a customer that's been on one of the trips and experienced it, and is quite happy to share their enjoyment with us.
Thank you.
We appreciate you calling in. See you soon. Now,
Thank you.
Don't forget, all the information is available on the website if you'd like to go there. Of course, if you've got any questions or you want to know about a local airport, just call the team. They're going to be available to you until 10 o'clock this evening. But, of course, that's only one of many trips that we've got lined up for you. We're actually going to try and squeeze in 7 for you tonight. Now, let's just remind you that this is an all-inclusive trip. That works out at less than £50 per person per night. And, of course, that's even lower if you decide to go for 14 days. Dates available in May and October. In fact, if there are any other dates that you're looking at, think, well, what about this month or that? Again, call the team. Now, we're going to move on to the Greek island of Kos, which isn't too far away, actually, from Marmaris. No. Just across the coast. It's, I don't know how many miles away. It's maybe 12, 15 miles, but not that far at all. Let's take the opportunity to have a look at Kos.
I mean, I love Kos, and this hotel is the Mickey Polly Hotel in the great resort of Cardamina. So you've got a choice of it being very lively or quiet, but some fantastic beaches. You can see there, Jessie out. It's absolutely stunning. We've got Manchester and Gatwick departures on this one. And it is quite a busy little resort. There is quite a lot going on there, but it kind of suits everybody. It would be fine for families, for couples, or people looking for, you know, just a beach-based holiday location. Got a fantastic pool area in this hotel. Main buffet is restaurant style, and you've also got 2 theme nights that they do, so it's quite nice if you're going for a week. You're going to get 2 themed alternatives going on, and they also do Greek barbecue restaurant food, which is kind of cooked in front of you, so it's quite a nice experience. Yeah, it's really good. Food. Yeah. And you were saying it's not too far away from Marmaris. You can actually do a boat trip across to Marmaris, and go and have a look.
You get the best of both worlds.
Yeah, 2 in 1. Yeah, so it's good. Yeah, great accommodation. You can see it's just a stunning place.
One of the things I love about the Greeks is that they're really family orientated. They're very relaxed people.
Yeah.
Nothing seems to disturb them. What I loved about Greece, and I was lucky enough to tour around that area for around 2 years, and again this was working on the cruise ships, they seem to understand what life is about, what's important about life, you know, and they're more interested in life than making loads of money and running around being busy. They just want to enjoy life and enjoy the family, and you're going to get the opportunity to do just that in Kos. If you've not been there before, you're wondering what part of the island it might be. It's on the southern coast. You make your way down towards the southern tip, and if I remember rightly, there's like a hot water, like you know where it's all bubbling, like volcanic water bubbling up. It's gorgeous. You should actually sit in there. It's like being in a spa. And I just remembered now, it just come to my mind, there's a blooming brilliant go-kart course just up the road from there as well. It's fantastic. I loved it.
Causing trouble there.
No. Let's take the opportunity to have a look at the hotel so you can really see what's going to be your home for the week, or even 2 weeks if you decide to go 14 nights.
It's quite a nice low-rise hotel, actually. Air conditioning in the rooms, satellite TV, free Wi-Fi's, even tea and coffee making facilities in the rooms, which is quite nice.
Well, it's 5-star, isn't it? It really
balcony, terrace, and it just looks stunning. Look, everything, the detail, nice dining areas, looking out to the sea. Really, really nice.
I just keep looking at that price in the bottom left-hand corner, thinking $375, and that's everything. Everything. You could have easily turned on the TV tonight and thought, oh, I won't be able to afford a holiday. You think again.
And actually, one of the dates we've got kind of covers the bank holiday, so it's worth, you don't have to take so much time off work if you wanted to go away.
That's right.
Yeah, but really good food reviews as well on this particular hotel.
And am I right in thinking that this particular holiday, this hotel, is really designed for families?
Yes, there's quite a lot.
Water
parks, and the animation team do things during the day for the children. So yeah, there is quite a lot going on. It's nice because for an all-inclusive property, you are in the centre and you're very close to the beach as well. So you do have that option to kind of mix about, really.
Right. Oh, look at that.
So typically Greek, that, isn't it? Really pretty.
Absolutely
Good
stunning.
price.
Again, if you haven't been to Greece or you've heard about the Greek islands, this isn't mainland Greece, by the way. It is a Greek island, and it is just enchanting. Again, I'm not just guessing this. I was lucky enough to visit there for about 2 years. I can't remember which day of the week it was, but it was going around on like a 7-day cycle on the cruise ships, and it is just wonderful. If you'd like it, £375 for the week. Bear in mind, that includes your airport. That includes, and when I say airport, I mean the lounge. You'll get to use the lounge there. It includes your flights, it includes your luggage, it includes your transfers, it includes your food, it includes your drinks, and of course it includes your accommodation. Write the phone number down so you can talk to the guys. 0800 3164 379. It's a brilliant, brilliant opportunity for you. Let's just take a moment to remind you of the deal. It works out less than £55 per person per night, and there's great dates there, and again it is designed for the family, and thinking about looking at that one, 20th of May, 27th of May, absolutely ideal for you, and that's 5-star. Now, in the past we've been able to bring you trips to Tunisia. Tonight we're going to give you an incredible deal on this. If you're thinking I might 4-star, backed by popular demand. Think of this, we're talking all-inclusive for 7 days. That's your flights, your food, your hotel, everything. £249. It is complete and utter incredible value for money. Let's have a look at the Sendito Group hotels. They are gorgeous. What a brilliant brand to be working with.
It is a brilliant brand, to be fair, and they're all across Europe. They do pride themselves on their service and the attention to detail that the staff give. But you're right, you know, we've got about 4 or 5 airports of departure on this, 4 restaurants, 4 bars.
4 restaurants in the hotel?
Yeah.
So you never even leave it?
No, you wouldn't need to leave it. You've got a Moorish cafe, so you can sample some of the local cuisine. Nice. They do have also a thalassotherapy here, which is hydro treatments.
Right, so in the water.
Water, right. So it's really quite nice. It's on Monastir Beach. It's in a pretty great location. Yeah. Short airport transfer on that one, 10 kilometres away, so it wouldn't take long at all. And we've got dates going from April through to January, so you could pay deposits on some of those.
Oh, great.
Yeah. Yeah,
that's always nice. I mean, it's only £249, but let's face it, if you're thinking ahead, you are thinking later in the year, or even January next year, you're only going to pay a deposit tonight. So talk to the guys or when you're ready to book.
Yeah. 4-star. Yeah, it's good. Very good price, actually. I was trying to compare that. I went to the Isle of Man with work yesterday. My flight to the Isle of Man was £138 just for the flight.
Well, I had to
so that's good value.
I had to stay in London overnight because I was working in London at the weekend. And, well, I'm not even going to say how much it cost. It was just outrageous. But you think £249 is not only your hotel, it's your flights there and back, your transfers, and all your food and drinks. And if you're wondering, you know, what part of Tunisia that's located in, it's just across from Malta. You literally, if you look on the map, you'll see it's just across the water from Sicily. And when we had this, I think it was back in November, completely and utterly sold out. Now, if you decide to go for the second week, can you see at the top left-hand side of the screen, at a second week for £149. So you're talking, what, £400 for 2 weeks?
2 weeks. And your free lounge, don't forget.
That is crazy,
It does
isn't it?
represent great value.
So if you're thinking, you know, looking for value, didn't I say to you if you thought, oh, I couldn't afford a hotel? If you want to get away and get some, even winter sunshine in January, go away and get some winter sunshine for 2 weeks, you'll be talking about £400. It is amazing. Let's show you the hotel so you can really see how gorgeous it is. I think a pool, when we're away on holiday, when we're somewhere hot like Tunisia, we want a pool.
Oh, definitely. The pool area is fantastic, very spacious, lots of sun lounges available. It's a really, really good hotel, very good quality. And, you know, the feedbacks on TripAdvisor is very good as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, look, it's just tastefully done. And you're right, the temperature-wise, it would be really, really pleasant right throughout the winter. Yeah. Yeah, I like that one. And it does help, you know, Brits love Tunisia. It's very popular with us.
Yeah, rightly so, because it is a gorgeous, gorgeous place to be. Again, don't forget, it's a big brand. We're talking the Sentido Rosa Beach Hotel, because Sentido are just a fantastic range of hotels anyway. You can see it, I mean, with your own eyes. £249 to enjoy a week of luxury. That's what this is all about. And of course, you've got the peace of mind of not having to think, oh, am I going to have enough money for the booze? Am I going to have enough money? No, don't worry about any of that. It's all included. That is the great thing about this. 4 restaurants, 4 bars, the Moorish Cafe there, and of course you've got the water therapy as well. Just chill out. If you just want to get away for a week and think about nothing else, just stay in the hotel. You're going to have such a great time there. Just soak up the sun. You know, eat your meals, it's all prepared for you. There you go, you can see the old tagines there. Maybe you want to get out and go up and down the beach on a camel. I don't know, it's entirely up to you. But this is all about taking it easy. And that's really what this is about. Lots of dates available for you on that particular one, £249 per person. Now, we're going to move on to a completely different part of the world right now. We're going to take you away from the Mediterranean. Forget Greece, forget Italy, forget Turkey. We're going right now across to the Caribbean. Now, before we do that, let's just remind you of the deal on Tunisia. Less than £37 per person per night. We've been talking about less than 55, less than 50. This is less than 37 per person per night. And that's 4-star, all-inclusive, and plenty of dates available to you. So again, call the guys. Details at the bottom of the screen, 0800 3164 379. The call centre is going to be open until 10 o'clock this evening. So, you know, if you do want to chat, maybe you're sitting there for you, as a couple, or maybe wait for hubby to get home or your wife to come home from work, you can have a quick chat and then call the office. They're open until 10 o'clock this evening. Now, let me just give you a little recap of some of the trips that we've seen so far. First of all, we started in Turkey. 5-star hotel for less than £50 per person per night. Dates available in May and October again. If you're looking for different dates, then just call the guys and ask them. If you're looking for particular hotels or particular airports, then just talk to Si and his team. Then we crossed over to Kos, over in Greece. Again, 5-star hotel. This isn't mainland Greece, this is one of the islands. It's absolutely stunning, I'm telling you that from first-hand experience, and for £379 per person, less than £55 per person per night. That is a phenomenal holiday. Come on, think of the hotel you might get in the UK for £55 just to sleep in it, you know, and maybe if you're lucky it included brekkie. This is including everything, even your transfers to and fro, even your airplane. It's just unbelievable value for money. It's brilliant. Take advantage of this. Get yourself a holiday. Find out why World Choice is such a great choice. And then, of course, we took Tunisia. £37 per person per night. What a brilliant opportunity for you. Dates available in April, May, and even January of next year. And that's 4-star hotel. Now, let me just remind you a little bit about World Choice themselves. If you're looking for reasons to book, it's very, very simple. You've got that ABTA and ATOL protection, 100% protection, 37 years of experience in the tourism industry. Award-winning agent, you can understand why. And again, the holiday deals, you've got all the bonuses, the pluses. That's the reason to do it. We're trying to share with with you, as many of those as possible. Easy to stay in touch with them. You go directly to World Choice, and you can do that via Facebook if you're into your social media. You can do that on Twitter as well. I would say sign up so that way you get the little tweets coming out. And if they've suddenly got a holiday, that, I don't know where you're thinking of going, let's say Cuba, and suddenly that deal is right there. They tweet it, it's this price, first come, first serve. Boom, you've got it. So it's really worth joining them. And of course, you've got YouTube as well. Now, don't forget, we've still got Egypt, we've still got Italy to come, and of course, we've got Croatia. But right now, we're going to go into the Caribbean and take you to Cuba. This is a dream holiday for many, many people. Now, don't forget, this trip is for 2 weeks, 14 nights, all inclusive, including your... Try finding the flights for that kind of money. Try finding flights for that sort of money. This is a brilliant opportunity to go. You know they've just opened the gates now with the US of A. It's very likely to change over the coming years. So take advantage. Get out there whilst you can. We're talking less than £60. It's about £57 per person per night for your accommodation, your food, your drinks, your travel, your transfers. It's a phenomenal opportunity. Come on, let's have a look at Cuba.
I think that when we featured this last time, it was really, really popular.
Yeah.
And I think that the reasons you said things will change, and they'll change quite quickly. And we've got Manchester and Gatwick departures on this. It's the Playa Costa Verde Hotel in the resort of Guadalajara, which is a really fantastic resort. You can see there's great things to do, lovely diving there. White sandy beaches. It's a nice low-rise accommodation, so there's, you know, not high-rise sprawled, and it's pretty much on the beach. You couldn't want for much more. But, you know, in traditional keeping as well, there's some great things to see in Cuba. Personally, I would go to Havana if I had the chance.
Yeah.
I know it's a long way, it's a massive country.
It's at the other end of the island,
yes, it's a
isn't
long, long way, but it would be well worth it. You've got 4 a la carte restaurants here, including an Italian, Japanese and a typical Cuban. Dancing, obviously, going on. You've got 9 bars, so there's certainly quite a lot to choose from.
9 bars?
9 bars, yeah.
Wow.
And, you know, you said all-inclusive, so you've got your breakfast, your lunch and dinner.
Wow.
You can also have 24-hour snacks as well.
It is incredible.
So, yeah, it is incredible. Locally produced drinks all free, as we've said. And really nice accommodation in here. You've got your air-conditioned room, which you'd really need. You've got a CD player as well, which is quite nice. You want to play your own choice of music, yeah. And an ironing board if you wanted to do some ironing.
If I remember rightly, weren't there 3 different restaurants in this hotel?
Yes, there are, yeah. You've got your Japanese one, which is quite nice, bit of culture.
Yeah.
A local Cuban, I'm sure the spices in there will be fantastic.
Oh, I would love it.
Yeah,
I love spicy food.
And everybody likes a bit of an Italian, don't they, nowadays? So, you know, you've got the choice of everything. But if I was booking this hotel, I would personally want a balcony, and I want to look out over onto the sea.
Yeah.
So, you know, just chat to the guys about that, because that would be my personal choice. Yeah,
Wow.
but it does look fantastic.
Come on, let's find out a little more about the hotel itself. Because if you're thinking, come on, 799 quid, that's a crazy low price. Look at the hotel.
Yeah. I mean, it is fantastic. And it's quite typically Cuban as well, isn't it? It looks really typical in keeping with their culture.
I would love it.
Yeah, I'd like that one.
absolutely
Yeah, I would really like
love
that.
Now, again, I think a lot of us have an idea of what Cuba's like in our minds. Go and experience it. And that idea that you've got, you know, the old cars, people sitting on corners smoking their Havana cigars, all those things are very likely to change now that the gates have opened with the US of A. I'm not knocking that. I think it's going to be great for the people that live there. It's going to be very, very different in the next few years. So if you really want to go and enjoy Cuba as we've known it for many, many, many years, take the opportunity to do that. You know, think about those great coffees, those great cigars. You can imagine right now seeing all those 50s cars driving around. It'd be amazing. But that is going to change. So take this opportunity. 799. Look, you can see it's the Caribbean right now, can't you? That could be any Caribbean island. That could be Jamaica. That could be Grand Cayman. That could be any island you want to pick. You know, you pick it. That could be Barbados right now.
Yeah,
this is Cuba. Take advantage of it. 9 bars. Cuban, Italian, Japanese restaurant, internet cafe. So if you like me, think, oh, I couldn't stay out of touch. I'm in Cuba. Look, you've got Cuba. It's right there. But you've also got things like Wi-Fi. You've got air conditioning too. And think about the heat that you're going to be enjoying down there. By the way, if you are thinking of going with your kids, then there is a kids club. They will give you free high chairs. There's cots and things available as well. So if you are a family, they can really cater for you.
Yeah.
Everything is available. So don't miss out on this opportunity. I think you're really going to enjoy it. And that's what this is all about, really. Getting to Cuba for such a low price. What a brilliant opportunity. Now, again, if you are thinking about flights from other airports, just call the guys. The number's right there at the bottom of the screen. Don't forget, you've also got the opportunity to book even for January of next year, so that'll just be a deposit. And that means you've now got the rest of the year to really get excited and look forward to it. You know, and £800 is very, very affordable. But when you think you've now got 9 months to save it, come on, put £100 a month away. Sorted. What a brilliant opportunity. That could be the dream holiday, the holiday of a lifetime. So how do you get it? Well, it couldn't be easier. Call that number at the bottom of the screen, or of course you can go to the website as well. I say call the guys, have a chat with them, find out a little more information. Any questions you've got, maybe write them down. Now, of course, you've got the opportunity to go to the Ideal webpage as well. All that information is available for you. And you can see all the holidays lined up. Just pop on there, whiz your way around it, and you can see all the information. There's little video clips available as well. Come on, don't miss out on this. Less than £57 per person per night. May, June, September, October, and even January of next year. That's 14 nights, not a week. I know it's £7.99, you must be thinking it's got to be a week. It is 2 nights. I don't know about you, I'd be happy to pay that just for the hotel all-inclusive and have to get my flights on top of it. I'd still be chuffed with the deal. That is including your flights, your luggage, and even a free airport use of the lounge. Brilliant. You guys have outdone yourselves
Yeah,
tonight.
we've done really well with that one. And it's interesting you were saying about the air conditioning. The average temperature is going to be about 32, so it's going to be hot. So I was just kind of visualising sitting on the beach with my mojito, you know, just taking in the atmosphere.
There are going to be people that just go, I'm going to go back to the room.
Yeah.
And that's the beauty of it. You can. It's your holiday. Now, let's move on to our next holiday. We've still got 2 more that we want to share with you. We're talking about Egypt now. Now, this is an interesting one for you. We've talked about some of the holidays where kids are invited and kids have got lots of activities lined up for them, have got their own pools. This holiday is for adults only. So if you're trying to escape from the kids or the grandkids, this is for adults only. Let's take you to Egypt right now. Look at this. What a fun trip.
Yeah, looks lovely, this one, doesn't it? This is the Sunrise Holiday Resort in the resort of Hurghada. Great beach locations of the sea, like you were saying before, tranquil turquoise water. Just a beautiful, beautiful location. Sits on the beach, this hotel, actually, and it's a really proud owner of a Centre of Excellence award, which they're very pleased of, because that's kind of based on what the hotel delivers to their customers and the standards and the food, etc.
Oh, that'll put you off, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I don't think I'd like that one.
Actually, I'll just share a story with you. I know you're seeing sharks right now. I was actually lucky enough, we were out, I think it was Sharm el-Sheikh where we went. This isn't Sharm el-Sheikh, by the way, it's just a bit further around the coast. But when we went there, I took my wife diving. We went diving, and actually it's called Shark Bay, and you do see sharks, but they're nurse sharks. So you haven't got to worry about any of that. But it was brilliant. I absolutely loved it. So if you like the idea, you've seen all that gorgeous water, you see all the corals and the fishes and the sharks, you've got the opportunity to go in. You don't have to scuba, though. You can actually go snorkeling and still get to see a lot of that sea life. Let's have a look at the hotel itself. Absolutely stunning beach here.
Yeah, beachfront, absolutely gorgeous, yeah. Again, air-conditioned rooms, and I think that's a must. We just expect that now.
Look at that beach, Karen.
I know.
Isn't that beautiful?
It is beautiful. Yeah, really nice.
I want to go!
I know. Look at the bedrooms as well. Really spacious bedrooms, nice sitting areas. Yeah, I kind of like this one. I think it's a good deal. You've also got, and I was saying before with this, the way the hotel's situated, there's obviously rooms at the back of the hotel in the front. I, again, would go for a sea view on this, because I just think to sit on your balcony and watch the sunset is just a nice thing to do. Yeah, beautiful.
And of course, with these dates, you could even get planning some winter sunshine too.
Yeah.
How nice would that be?
Definitely.
Now, it's pretty close to the city. Well, it's actually in the city centre,
It is in the city, yeah.
This
So
one?
you do have the choice of kind of staying around the hotel accommodation, and then if you want to go out a bit later on for a drink and sample just some of the local cultures, then you'd be able to do that quite easily.
I'm just going to share with you, I mentioned Sharm el-Sheikh a little earlier. Maybe many of you have been to Sharm el-Sheikh already. This is quieter than Sharm. So if you've been to Sharm and it's really hustle and bustle and people are trying to flog you rugs and things, then this is a little smaller, this is a little quieter. It's just around the coast. It's still on the same side. It's on the eastern part, and you just make your way round that coast and you get to Hurghada. And for me, it's a little bit nicer of it. Now, of course, if you are looking at some of those dates in November and December, later in the year, it's just a deposit. Just a deposit. So again, you've got the opportunity to put a deposit down right now, and I say save for the rest of the year. Come on, £369. It is so affordable. And then you've got the rest of the year just to look forward to getting away this winter. If you are thinking, at that price, I'm going to go for a second week, well, look at your second week. It's not even £369. It's £199. So it's just unbelievable value for money. That includes your food, your drinks, your transfers, your flights, your luggage, and of course your accommodation and use of the airport. Come on, I don't just mean use of the airport, but the lounge. You go to the lounge, and so you feel like you're a first-class customer from the very, very start. Take advantage of this. Find out why World Choice is becoming so popular. Let me just remind you of the deal here. It's less than £53 per person per night. You've got May, June, November and December. This is 4-star, all-inclusive. Absolutely brilliant. Take advantage of it. There's some nice things in that particular hotel as well. You've got the diving centre there, you've got the private beach available, they've even got a hair salon, and of course you have got things like Wi-Fi. So really consider that. It's a great, great trip. Now, let's make our way back into the Mediterranean itself. Let's go to one of the most famous countries on the planet, certainly one of my favourites. It's Italy. I think you're going to absolutely love it here. Now, this is near Sorrento. So this is further down the coast. So I'm going to say it's about 2/3 of the way down Italy. Think of it as a boot, about 2/3 of the way down on the southern coast. I think you're really going to enjoy this. So, let's take the opportunity right now to talk about Italy. Let's talk about the gorgeous places that you're going to get to see.
Yeah.
This isn't that far away, actually, from Pompeii and Mount Cenis,
No, you can do excursions to there. I think the real benefit, and as we were saying about all-inclusive, is, you know, at this particular hotel, the Conca Azure Beach, it's a resort hotel, and it's very difficult to get all-inclusive in Italy. And most people, when they go to Italy, will comment on the price of things, even if it's a cup of coffee or an ice cream. It's a very expensive destination to go to. Wow. So this is absolutely perfect. It's a very typical Italian-style hotel. Good reviews on TripAdvisor on this one, but I think the all-inclusive is going to go really well. All tastefully decorated, and as I say, they've got a Centre of Excellence certificate as well. Yeah. And again, I'd go for a room with a balcony. It's quite known for its fantastic sunsets at this particular location.
Oh, that's right, 'cause it's on the Amalfi Coast.
Yes, it is on the Amalfi Coast, yeah. 2 outdoor pools here. It's got a large roof area as well with a solarium. Beds, cabanas up there as well, so you know you've got everything going on. Yeah, but I think
I'm shaking my head. It really, I guess, almost in disbelief, because it's such a beautiful hotel, it's such a beautiful destination, and it is so affordable. Ah, look, that's when I say Amalfi Coast, that is exactly what I have in mind. Yeah. Look at it, just beautiful.
Yeah, fantastic, isn't it? Yeah. I mean, you get people who get married here as well, and it is quite an elevated hotel though, so it wouldn't be suitable for people who have trouble walking up steep hills, but there is a little minibus that tootles up and down and gets you
that's
up
a really
to the
good
centre.
tip. That's really good to know. I'm glad you shared that.
Spacious outdoor areas, and they even have a Caribbean outdoor cocktail area in high season, so you can get your Caribbean cocktails in the Italian coast, which is quite nice as well.
I just think it's kind of nice to think that that's on a plane. We're talking, what, 2.5 hours away? So you jump on a plane for 2.5 hours, you're on the Amalfi Coast of Italy, and there you are in a 4-star hotel. Can you imagine? Drink in your hand, cocktail. I'd go for a cocktail. And you know you haven't got, oh, careful, love, you've had 2, you've had 3. Come on, it doesn't matter. You have as many as you want if you want. You're on a holiday. You can stay in the hotel, you can enjoy it, and you know that you're not racking up a bill. That's the beauty of it. Take advantage of this. If you've ever dreamed of going to Italy, this has got to be one of the most beautiful parts of Italy. And think of Pompeii, just up the road. You can take an excursion up there, go see it. If you've never been, it's really worthwhile. So this way you've got the beach, you've got the sun, but you've also got that little bit of culture in there as well. And I think when most of us talk about Italy, we are thinking culture. Come on, take the opportunity to do this. Let's talk about some of the food. Come on, pizza, pasta. Come on, the gorgeous Caesar salads, the ice cream, tiramisu.